Hello trader, welcome to the live session. Tokyo Live. Welcome for this live session, first session of the day, and I hope that everybody is ready for another big trading day. We see the lower time frame price action on XAUSD is trending, waiting for an entry. Starting of the day, let's look at a very important day for JPY. As you can see, we might see significant movement on JPY pairs, so we will be looking at, as well as on dollar yen, how the price might be doing here. So looking at here on this instrument to see one by one. I'm waiting to see everyone to show up, and if you guys are here, you can say something on the live chat. We can begin with, and let's look at dollar yen. We saw that there was a rejection from the support level on dollar yen. If we look at the daily chart here, we can see that this is the daily price action where there is a long wick at the top. There is a, from this resistance, there is a drop to that support level on the daily. On dollar yen, as expected, we saw that there was a bounce from this support level, and the market is still maintaining that bullish market structure. Today is big day for JPY, and we might see that significant movement on this instrument today as well. So also XAU USD, first of all, we will be looking at that, as this market is trending nicely as expected, and then we will be looking at other pairs as well. So we can see that here on XAU USD, this is, here is a lag here on XAU USD, which is basically there is a structure. We have seen the break of structure from the 1 minute and immediately bounce back up. So it is in fact a trending market here on XAUSD, and with that trend we might see that potential continuation to the upside to the major direction of the trend. If we look at the daily chart on XAUSD, we can see that from the daily perspective, this is the daily support level, and we have seen there is a strong daily bullish trend. Looking at monthly long-term picture, we can see that XAUSD is a bull market. For bigger picture perspective, it is a bull market. We have seen that after this inverted head and shoulder formation, a strong breakout pullback, another breakout, deeper pullback, it is in another impulsive phase from the monthly chart on XAUSD, and because it is in an impulsive phase, we can expect further upside. And I think the long-term picture, we might see that potential bullish in this market. Now you can see the weekly perspective here. This is the weekly price action where there is a weekly support level, there is a weekly bullish engulfer with a gap open, expecting for the market to potentially bounce back up to create a new higher high. So looking at the lower time frame here, we can see this is the lower time frame, and looking at 1 minute chart on XAUSD, we can see that this is the lower time frame on XAUSD. On the 1 minute chart, there is a bull flag, and from that bull flag there is a breakup structure. From that bull flag, as there is a breakup structure, we saw that bounce back up, pull back, and the market is currently trending to create a new higher high. So here is what you can see, the market is in, if you guys look at it, you can see there is a narrow doji here, and with the doji, this is a narrow doji. We have seen the breakup structure, and the market managed to break out with a narrow long wick candle here, which is in fact showing that potential bullish market structure in this market. Let's see how we can find trading opportunity in this upcoming session. We'll be doing one by one to see where is the best opportunity for us. And if you guys are enjoying this live session that we are doing every single day, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done yet, you can say something in the live chat if you are ready for this move on this day. So let's look at here on XAUSD from the lower time frame. We can see that this is the lower time frame price action. From the smaller picture, we can see that this is a bounce. Okay, so we can see that there is a breakout here. Okay, so with that breakout, the market has formed a doji here, and with this doji, there is a long wick candle. After this inverted head and shoulder, expecting for the market to potentially trend to the upside to create a new higher high in this market. In the meantime, guys, if you are here, make sure you give a thumbs up, and let me know if you have any question. Dark screen, this got to be a brighter skin, and yeah, it's raining. Very good. Welcome, guys, and in the meantime, if you haven't liked the stream, do so and say something on the live chat. Good morning. Skin is off. Done. Welcome. Well done. Okay, so here we can see that some this is the 30 minutes price action. From this support level there is a bounce. Look at the 1 hour, we can see the market potentially to drop here and then bounce back up. 30 minutes we can see the market is in fact potentially to bounce back up. 15 minutes perspective here, a very strong bullish market structure in that area, and you can see this is a strong rejection with this doji formation, and with the doji the market trend is up, and with that uptrend, what you can expect for the market to trend again to create a new higher high. So let's look at to find out proper entry in this market. Here is a strong bounce with a rejection, and currently the market is trending again, and we can expect it to give us suitable entry after the break of structure that we will be waiting for entry opportunity in this market. So let's look at find out where is the entry here. Okay, so and looking at the 1 minute chart, okay, so you can see that there is a rejection here, and that rejection might lead the price back to the support level here. So we're waiting to see that the market has dropped to the support level, and with that break of structure expecting to grab liquidity and then to potentially bounce back up again to create a new higher high in this market. So let's wait for that to happen, and wanting to see the market is coming back well below that support level. Once we see the price has dropped well below that support level, we can expect it to again give us that entry opportunity. Buying from an important area of value is the key to become a better trader, and yesterday also we discussed about the area of value, which is important to know that as a trader which one is the area of value. Okay, so if you guys really want to know better in trading, you need to understand that what is the area of value. Good morning, thank you very much. Good morning, well done, welcome, and thank you for joining the live session. Absolutely appreciate your support to the channel. Okay, so let's see here. Looking at it's an uptrending market structure. We can see that from here a very strong bounce, pullback, another bounce, expecting for the market to potentially to trend in the major direction. Guys, this is very important to look at two important points as a trader to understand. One is understanding the area of value, when to enter into the trade from an important area of value. Secondly, the direction of the trend, which is the 70% of all my strategies biased to the direction of the trend, and that's always I talk about the direction of the trend to understand that the trend is giving you the highest probability trade setup. And once you understand the trend, once you know that when to enter into the trade, that's where you will find that the market is giving you that high probability trade setup. So there is a doji here, a very strong rejection from this support level, expecting it to potentially trend to the upside to create a new higher high here. Wanting to see that it's dropped back well below, and then we will be entering into the trade as soon as we will find that suitable entry in this market. All right, here we can see that the market from this level has come for a pullback, and with that pullback expecting for the price to potentially drop further and then to bounce back up to create a new higher high here. You can see the market trend is up. Here you can see the price is coming back down to the support level. A very strong bounce here. There is a doji formation. Would like to see the market from this doji area has got a bounce to the upside with this doji, expecting it to potentially to trend again, and we might see now first deeper pullback here, and with that deeper pullback, once we see the price has dropped well below that support level, that's where we will be looking for entry opportunity in this market. Let's look at to see where we can find the best entry, and that's the key here, to look for the best entry possible. Once we see the market has dropped well below that support level, that's where the opportunity is. As you can see, this is a very strong impulse here. After this breakup structure here, we saw that the market has dropped below the support level, and followed by a strong breakout from that with a sideways movement, and we see another bounce here. Here we can see the market has tested the support, and we can see that after this test of the support, the price in fact now trying to trend again, and here is the key to look for the market that is trending. And we see that here this is the 4-hour bullish engulfer, followed by we can see there is a bounce here, and with that bounce expecting for this price to potentially to remain bullish. 5-minute candle, back to back 2 narrow doji, that might lead the price to give us potential bullish opportunity here. So you can see here is the structure in that area, and that structure is quite important. As you can see, with that structure, what we can expect is for the market to, if we see that strong liquidity grab here, that's where we will be looking for entry in this market. there is a doji here with a stronger pin bar. That pin bar is quite important as there is a strong pin bar, and with that pin bar expecting for the market to retest and then to bounce back up again to create a new higher high here. And here we see little sideways movement. We'll be waiting for the market to expand properly. Once we see that expansion, that's where we will be entering into the trade. Okay, you can see that breakout structure here, and that breakout structure might lead the price back to the support level and then to trend again to create a new higher high. So from the 1 hour we can see that it's almost to the support level, and as it is on the support level, this is the 1 hour support. Any bounce can give us further entry in this market. As we are waiting, as I mentioned guys, this is the main goal here, is to find a trade that is in the major direction of the trend. So this is a bullish market here, and in that bull market we can see this is a series of higher low formation here, and with the series of higher low, it's a bullish market, expecting it for the market to potentially to trend again to create a new higher high here. So this is an important support level. From that support we can see the market is in the major direction of the trend. So here is an important support here, a very important support. The market has crossed that low, and then with that cross of this low we can expect now potentially further upside here, and as soon as we will find here entry, we will be looking into an entry. So lower time frame here again from the 15 minutes chart here, expecting it that the market is having an upside bias. Okay, so looking at this one here on the 1 minute chart, you can see there is a doji, and first we would like to see that it has broken that support level. Once we see the market has broken that support level, that's where we can look for another entry opportunity. And this is the key here, to look at the market that is giving us suitable entry opportunity. And if we look at here the long position, we will be placing a buy stop, as if the market managed to bounce, we will be entering into the trade here, keeping a stop loss below this low. Couple of pips we will be targeting here. Buy stop I am putting at 3037.917, stop loss at 3036.65, few pips stop loss only. I think we should put a little downside here. If the market managed to bounce, we will be entering into the trade. This is a buy stop that I'm placing on XAUSD. So 3037.917, 3037.917, stop at 3036.526, and TP target at 3039.127. Placing a buy stop here, expecting. Okay, so the market already reached that level, so I'm going to enter buy market for this potential trade to the upside. I'm on the trade on XAUSD with 1% risk only, very narrow risk, expecting the market to have an upside bias as multiple liquidity gap. It may try to drop further to the downside, but let's wait to see that how the market is reacting in that area. Looking at the 1 hour chart here, we can see there is a profit here. It's a quick trade that want to secure profit. And first trade of the day, we can see the market from the support level. There is a bounce, and we can see the bounce, it's only a couple of pips up. Want to see that it has gone well above, and once we see the price has gone well above, that's where we will be potentially entering into the trade. So we are on the trade, and we will be taking profit once we see boom, that hit profit target. The first trade of the day, successful trade, and we are on this trade up on 13 pip. I hope that guys you enjoyed that that trade, and that's the key here. As I mentioned before, the goal here is to gain momentum in the market. The goal here is to get the best trade possible in the market, and we can see that there is a significant move happen in this market. And what we can expect in this market is, as you can see, it's a massive upside here. I need a feedback, guys. If you enjoyed that trade, just give a feedback on the live chat that you enjoyed that, and we can look for the next one as well. Strategic, welcome, thank you. I hope that the live chat is active at the moment. We had a little short time disconnection, but it's now on, and absolutely. Let's look at here. Connection is good here, and with that connection, so the first thing that we have seen, this is a bounce on XAUSD, pretty strong bounce and successful trade on this market. And all right, so we can see that okay guys, so yeah, that enjoyed that trade, and let's look for the next one. Well done, thanks for the free live trade. Yeah, absolutely. There are more updates and education available. If you guys interested more, join the free Telegram channel, link below this video in the description, where you can find more education update that I'm posting every day for regular trades. So here is the given the free Telegram channel link in the description. Thank you. And let's wait for the next potential trade coming up in the market, and you can see that this is where there is a strong breakout, which is absolutely important bounce here on XAUSD. And as this market is trending, and you can see that after this trend, it's heading in the major direction, and we will be looking for further trading opportunities. Just the starting of the day, guys, and we will have more trade coming up. And it's important that we always look for the best trade possible. As I mentioned in the beginning of the session, our goal here is to look for the trade that is having a couple of box tick on it, major direction of the trend, liquidity grab, and price action confirmation. These are the key points that we look at when we open position. And make sure, guys, always keep eye on your risk management plan, which is very important as a trader to have proper risk management. If you don't know how to do the risk management, it's important that you understand how to do that. And also there is if you guys go to the description of this video, where you can find a free demo trading plan, which is just a simple demo trading plan, but that definitely will be a big helpful for you to find how to do the risk management. So free demo trading plan you can find below this video in the description. Once you find that the free demo trading plan, you can rewrite it for yourself, which is very important to look at. So that's it. Thank you very much. Let's look for the next trade possible in the market. So looking at also dollar yen, if you look at dollar yen is in a trend at the moment. Today is a yen day, so let's look at what's happening with the dollar yen. Come on, what's happening with the dollar yen? We can see there is a gap open on dollar yen, and with the gap open from the support level, the market managed to break out here so far. And looking at the daily chart here on dollar yen, we can see that from the daily perspective there is a daily doji formation here. We might see that after this break of this low, dollar yen bouncing back to the upside, create a new higher high here. Dollar yen is in an uptrend, and in that uptrend we can see the market is potentially moving back to the upside here. And as you can see, a bounce pullback, another bounce pullback, and we can see it's in a stronger bullish momentum at the moment on dollar yen. And with that bullish momentum, we can see that dollar yen currently, you can see this is a bounce, expecting pullback, and then here we can see the market is in a move here. See that where it is heading. Here is the move to the upside in this market. So we can see here the market is significantly in a trend, and in that trend what we can see from here, this is a strong bounce, expecting a pullback, and then to potentially to trend again to create a new higher high in this market. So let's look at here the lower time frame price action. There is a doji multiple times, and in this market what you can see that here this is a strong bounce, and with that bounce we can expect for a pullback and then to continue to rise again to create a new higher high. Here is what you can see, the lower time frame price action. This is a significant bullish market here on the dollar yen, and we may see that in this lower time frame dollar yen also potentially giving stronger bullish price action in this market. So looking at the lower time frame here on dollar yen, we can see that from here a strong bullish angle followed by another bullish candle, back to back two important bullish candle, expecting dollar yen to trend again to create a new higher high in this market. So let's wait for the price to show its hand, and as soon as we will find suitable entry, we will be looking into that trade. I hope that you guys enjoying the live session. Make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every single day. Let's go back to the XAUSD. We can see that showing a stronger bullish trend here. This is the 30 minutes candlestick pattern, from the 15 minutes as well. Very strong bull market. We see that there is a successful trade and expecting further opportunity in the market later, and we can see that this is a strong bullish impulse followed by sideways movement, and want to see that it's potentially coming back down and then dropping back down here, grabbing that liquidity, and then to trend again to create a new higher high here. So in that market, what we can see, the price is in a bullish impulse at the moment, and in that bull market would like to see the price is heading potentially to the upside to create a new higher high. This is a stronger bullish impulse. I'd like to see that it's heading to the upside with a momentum, and with that momentum, okay, so here is the lower time frame, and this is the lower time frame price action, expecting for the market to trend. And again, once we see that it has dropped to the area of value, this is what we were discussing in the beginning of the session, guys. To understand the market that is in an area of value, and then look at the price action. Once you see the market in an area of value and you find the price action confirmation, that's where we can look for a market to trend. Now this is the key here, to look at the market that is in an area of value. Now how do you know that a market in an area of value? That's also an important question that we need to ask. How do you know a market in an area of value? The market that is in an area of value where the buyers or sellers will be interested to buy or sell from that level is the market in an area of value. So if you have any different opinion, you can share with you. Thank you. Is from good to start, just Kevin. I would say that start with the demo account first, pass that. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. So honestly, you really okay. Good morning, everyone. Thank you. You're really teaching me how to manage my greed on the market, sir. Yes. No, that's the key here. Okay, so you need to understand how to manage greed, fear. These are primary emotion that especially the traders are impacted by those emotion, which is very important, especially the primary emotion. So what do you mean by primary emotion? Fear, okay, and the fear is very common, and you'll see that the more you'll fear, the more you'll bring into those in your life. So it's there's something that really that we need to think again. This is some people call it as a fear monger. The current social structure also like that, based on fear. The more you will fear, the more you will get triggered with that fear, and then you will be fall into that loop of fearing and bringing to more into your life. So it is important that, there was a movie that I have seen long ago. I think it's what Epiclypto, that the fear is a disease that we need to cure, right? So it's a similar way in trading. Fear is very detrimental when you you trade with fear. Okay, so and at the same time, that's why fear is a level that you need to check when you are trading, because at the same time, greed also an important aspect of trading, right? So if you look at, there is a scale of emotional intensity of those kinds, how that affect in every aspect in our life, including trading as well as the day-to-day life, right? So these are the truth that no one want you to know. So but you need to understand it, that how to understand yourself to become better as a trader, right? So the lowest scale is where the lowest energy, like where the people dwell into that zone where there is a negative feedback loop constantly coming up and falling into that same trap. So once you go up to the scale, at some point you'll find that fear, which is also the big barrier of crossing that threshold to experience a different reality in your life. So it's important that we understand it. And what is on the other side of the spectrum of the fear is the courage. Okay, so courage is where you started to experience a different reality and then going to other dimensions. Okay, so willingness, acceptance, reason, that's the higher in the emotional scale, where you started to experience different reality. And these are the things that is missing currently, and I think that it's important as a trader as well, because in trading, the fear and greed are the two primary emotions that always impact our trading. So if you guys really want to be a better trader, you need to work on becoming resilient to those fears, to those emotions, so that you can get a better trading results that you are doing every single day. So let's look at now here on XAUSD. You can see this is a narrow consolidation pattern here, and in that narrow consolidation, the market in a that there is a narrow zone here, and expecting is for the price to potentially drop back further and then to bounce back up. I think that we might see here a little consolidation and potentially grab liquidity again before it bounce back up again to create a new higher high. So let's look at what's happening. All right, so XAUSD, we had a successful trade, waiting for the next one to happen. As soon as you will find that, we will be entering into that trade. Now, as a trade, it's really important that you find out how you trade. It's important that you find out you trade for who you are. So you can see here there is a breakout structure here, and we might see that after the breakout structure, the market to potentially bounce back up again and then to trend in the major direction. So this is our first trade that we have closed, waiting for further opportunity. Once we see that further opportunity, we will be entering into the trade. and this is the first session. We have another one coming up on NY session. If you guys like this channel, make sure you stay subscribed by pressing that subscribe button, and also press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting every single day. Here is, we can see that there is a bounce in that area, and with that bounce, I'd like to see the price is you can see it's a upside, heading to the upside with a structure formation. Here we can see the market is moving back to the upside. Waiting for further opportunity. Here we can see that from this level there is another bounce. Now at the moment, if we look at the bigger picture on the daily and the 4-hour chart here, this is a we saw there is a 4-hour bullish engulfer followed by another bullish impulse. So we see that this is a very organized uptrending market structure, and we may see that continuation to the upside with this uptrend. We may see continuation to the upside to create a new higher high. This is where the levels here, and with the level what we can expect is on XAUSD to come back here to grab the liquidity, and then to potentially bounce back up to create a new higher high in this market. So here is, we can see the market is in a stronger uptrend, and in that strong uptrending market, this is an impulse here, and with that impulse expecting for the price to drop here to the support level, grab the liquidity, and then to potentially trend again to create a new higher high in this market. If you're enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting every single day. And what we can see here in this lower time frame with this momentum, want to see that the market is in a trend, and with this uptrend, expecting for the market to potentially remain bullish with a high, creating a new higher high and higher lower time frame price action. You can see after this breakup structure there is a bounce pullback. The market is in a trend here, and with the trend what we can expect, come on, not working now at the moment. Wait a minute. Okay, so yeah, this is a, if you guys look at it, you can see this is the 15-minute chart here, and with that 15-minute chart this is a bullish impulse, another bullish impulse, back to back two important bullish price action has formed 15 minutes, and we may see that the market to retest and then to potentially bounce back up to create a new higher high. So it is also on the lower time frame pretty strongly bullish, and we'd like to see that in this bull market for the price to potentially bounce again and then to create a new higher high. So here is with this bull market, if we look at here, so you can see that with this move the market is again dropping down here to the potentially to this support level, and once we see the market has dropped to the support, we can expect for this market to trend again to create a new higher high here. You can see this is the 30 minutes. There is a candle close with a long wick at the top. We may see that now potentially to create a new higher high here in this lower time frame. And as it is now coming for a pullback, we might see that the price to potentially coming to that support level to retest, and once we see the market has dropped to that support level to retest, we can look for that entry opportunity in this market. There's a doji formation, and with the doji we can expect it to trend again to create a new higher high here. There's another red doji formation. And okay, so we see the price slowly potentially trying to create another bullish momentum here. as it is creating that another bullish momentum, we could see the price is potentially breaking below and then to the support and then bouncing back up to create a new higher high. Let's wait to see how the price is evolving in the session. As you can see that this is a first session of the day. We have further session coming up later today with further entry, and I'll be trading throughout the day. It's very important day for JPY as well as dollar pairs, and I would like to see you guys there again trading live together in another session. For this session, we are done for the day. We had a successful trade. We'd like to keep up. And with that being said, thank you very much for joining the live session. I'll see you again very soon trading live together. Until then, stay well.